Dear friends, today in this video we are going to discuss about simple logistics module of SAP S/4HANA. Previously we have discussed about why to learn simple logistics module, what are the prerequisites for learning simple logistics module, and what are the advantages of learning simple logistics module in our previous videos. And in this video we are going to discuss about who can learn S/4HANA Simple Logistics module and who are all the consultants can be able to undergo this Simple Logistics module training, and who are all the consultants who are able to learn, who are able to design, who are able to implement, who are able to support, and who are able to execute, support the entire Simple Logistics module. So in this video we will discuss who can be able to learn this Simple Logistics module, and in other words we can call it as the basic requirements, or who are all the consultants can be able to learn, design, implement, execute and support the entire Simple Logistics module of SAP S/4HANA. Now we will start discussing the Simple Logistics module as well as who can got the eligibility to learn this S/4HANA Simple Logistics module one by one. Now all the SAP functional consultants can learn this Simple Logistics module. Similarly, all the SAP technical consultants can be able to pursue this Simple Logistics module. Similarly, SAP production support consultants can learn this Simple Logistics module. Similarly, SAP application consultants, SAP project managers, SAP business analysts, SAP techno-functional consultants, SAP solution architects, even SAP end users can learn this Simple Logistics module, and SAP BAW consultants who will be already having the strong analytical capabilities, they can be able to learn this Simple Logistics module, but provided that all the consultants should have the basic understanding of the entire logistics processes starting from the scratch to the end. Because in our previous videos we have discussed about the logistics processes. What is a logistics processes? Logistics processes includes different combinations of different logistics modules. Say for example, we are having material management module is one of the logistics module. Similarly, sales and distribution module is one of the logistics module. Similarly, SAP production planning module is one of the logistics module, and we are having supply chain management is also one of the logistics module, which comes under the Simple Logistics module. So that means the combination of 4 different modules in SAP, namely material management, followed by production planning, followed by sales and distribution, followed by supply chain management module. So it comprises of the complete end-to-end Simple Logistics module. So in this video we are going to discuss about very clearly regarding who are all the consultants who can be able to learn, who can be able to execute, who can be able to implement, who can be able to support, and who can be able to design the entire end-to-end Simple Logistics module. So SAP has given many prerequisites, and they have recommended overall the consultants can learn this simple logistics module. And right now we have discussed very clearly about this. Once again, we will discuss about who are all the consultants who can be able to learn this simple logistics module very clearly. So all the SAP functional consultants can learn this simple logistics module, provided that they should have the basic understanding of the entire logistics processes, namely material management, namely production planning, namely sales and distribution, similarly supply chain management module. Similarly, SAP technical consultants can also be able to learn this entire simple logistics processes, provided that this SAP technical consultants should have very sound knowledge in handling the entire end-to-end logistics processes, namely as we have discussed earlier regarding this also. So the entire logistics processes consist of material management module, followed by production planning module, followed by sales and distribution module, and supply chain module as well, right? So SAP production support consultants are also can be able to learn this simple logistics module, because if and only if they should have to have the strong experience in implementing simple logistics module, and prior to that they should have the very strong experience in any one of the logistics processes. That means any one of the logistics modules of SAP, namely material management, production planning, supply chain management, as well as sales and distribution module. And one more, consultants they can be also able to learn this simple logistics model is that SAP application consultants, SAP project managers can learn this simple logistics module. SAP business analysts can learn this simple logistics module. Similarly, SAP techno-functional consultants can learn this simple logistics module, but prior to that, they should have the very strong basic understanding in the entire logistics processes, namely sales and distribution, material management, production planning, as well as supply chain management. So, in any one of the logistics processes or in any one of the logistics modules, the consultant should be very strong. Then only they can be able to design, they can be able to implement, they can be able to execute, they can be able to support, and they can be able to handle the entire end-to-end business processes in the S4 HANA simple logistics module. So SAP solution architects can also learn this simple logistics module, because solution architects initially they will be having more and more experience of implementing the entire logistics applications for their clients, so they can be able to learn and understand this entire simple logistics model very easily and effectively in order to implement for their clients. And SAP end users can also learn this simple logistics module, because if and only if they should have the strong understanding of the either one of the logistics modules, as we have already discussed about the different logistics modules in the industry. So very simply we can say that this simple logistics module is the combination of four different SAP modules, starting from material management, followed by sales and distribution, followed by production planning, as well as supply chain management module. And finally, SAP BI/BW consultants can also learn this simple logistics module, because this BI/BW consultants will be having the analytical capability. So if they have sound knowledge in analyzing the entire logistics processes, namely in material management, sales and distribution, or production planning, or with supply chain management module, even they can be also able to learn, they can be able to design, they can be able to support, they can be able to implement, and similarly they can be able to execute the entire simple logistics module based on the requirements of the clients. So in this video, we have clearly discussed about who are all the consultants, who can be able to implement, who can be able to design, who can be able to support, who can be able to handle the entire end-to-end business processes in the simple logistics module. And we will discuss about different implementation phases of S4 HANA simple logistics module in our coming videos, because this implementation of S4 HANA is entirely different from the implementation of our traditional ECC system, because in our ECC system we will be following the ASAP methodology, that is accelerated SAP methodology for implementing the entire end-to-end business application in our traditional ECC system, whereas in our SAP S4 HANA we are adapting, or we are using the SAP Activate methodology for implementing the entire end-to-end S4 HANA simple logistics in the client system based on the requirement. So we will discuss very clearly about the difference between the ASAP methodology of our traditional ECC system and the Activate methodology of implementation in SAP S4 HANA system in our coming videos. Before that, I want to have a very clear idea about from you people, like who are all the consultants who can be able to learn, who can be able to design, who can be able to implement, who can be able to support, and who can be able to execute the entire end-to-end simple logistics module in the real time environment. So in this video we have clearly discussed about the end-to-end business processes understanding in the logistics processes, and who can be able to learn this simple logistics module, and what are all the minimum basic level of requirements that has been recommended by SAP for learning this SAP simple logistics module. So all the stuff we have discussed in detail in this video, and already I have discussed about this Activate methodology. So we will discuss in detail about the different phases of Activate methodology, how it will be implemented in S4 HANA, because this S4 HANA Activate methodology is entirely different from the SAP ECC, that is our traditional systems ASAP methodology. So we have to differentiate, and we have to discuss in detail about the two different implementation strategies adapted in both ECC as well as in S4 HANA Central S4 HANA system. So this we will discuss in our later videos. And before that, if you have any doubts regarding this, you can call me or you can message me in WhatsApp. I have given my WhatsApp number also as well. So that's all about in this video. That's all about this video. And in this video, we have discussed very clearly about different informations that is pertaining to the consultants who can be able to learn and who can be able to implement, who can be able to support, as well as who can be able to execute the entire simple logistic stuff. Now about myself, I want to introduce myself to you. I am Raja. I am having more than 20 plus years of experience in the SAP industry as SAP consultant, as SAP practice head, and similarly as SAP delivery head, which includes different implementation, different production support, different rollouts, and different upgrade projects. And I have more than 5 years of on-site experience handling Middle East and European clients. And regarding my certification areas and interests, I have done my certification in finance. I have done my certification in SAP BPC module. I have done my certification in SAP S4 HANA Simple Finance module. Similarly, I have completed my certification in SAP S4 HANA Simple Logistics module as well. And recently, I have completed my certification in Central Finance, and my most recent certification is SAP Business and Revenue Innovation Management, that is SAP BRIM module, that is previously SAP Hybris application. So in this video, we have very clearly discussed about who can be able to learn this entire simple logistics and who can be able to implement successfully the end-to-end stuff in the simple logistics of S4 HANA module, and only those consultants can be able to implement, only those consultants can be able to execute, only those consultants can be able to support the end-to-end simple logistics model implementation as well as support to their clients. Thank you.